Hi, I'm here to record a video for a bug that I feel like is coming up a lot more this semester than I've seen in the past. I'm currently on RapidMiner Studio 9.10, and more specifically, the bug occurs when newly created or newly connected operators are added to the process. I feel like the information from the downstream or earlier in the process, I suppose, is not being passed or updating to the operator. And I'm going to try to prove or demonstrate this idea. Okay, I'm going to enable this operator. This is reading in a file from the web. Worth noting, it's a common comma separated file, and I always have to update this from the default option, which is not a comma. All right, I'm going to connect this to the output port and click run, and we have our data set. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm going to add a select attributes operator here. Make sure it's connected. There we are. And I'm going to select a single here because I want to remove a certain attribute. And you can see here that it doesn't show any of the attributes. If I run the process, run anyway, I get this error. Still can't see any process. If I go to subset and select those attributes, I now see that. We'll come back to that. But in this case, I'll just select this one here, and I'll invert the selection because I want to keep everything else. Okay, let me enable the set role operator. In this particular case, I'm walking through a basic example where I might want to build out a data set to do some sort of prediction task. What attribute do I want? Can't find it. Not available. I go to set additional roles. It's not there. I have to run anyway. Of course, I get an error. And now I can select, say, price as the label. All right, just to highlight, I also have synchronized metadata with real data checked. By default, it's not checked, so I checked it thinking this would help. But the big thing is you saw in this video, there were 2 times where the individual operators were not updating as expected. If I had run this data set once, I would have expected to connect any new operator and that these attributes or these selectors would be aware of that without having to run the process, run anyway, etc.